Oh, Venom.
Come to fuck it all up, haven't you?
He can't fuck it up any worse than he has before. Gotta find my
Start
notes.
of your page. Mm-hmm.
Took more notes probably for this one than I have so far for any of the previous episodes of this season.
Oh, yeah.
It might be because I was griping a little bit. So we'll see where
So there's a lot of side notes in
there
here.
might be some side notes.
Okay.
Is what I'm trying to say.
I put some side notes in.
Yeah.
Like I write questions to myself. I'm like, where's this person?
Yeah, well that's, that's good because then you just bring out the question to me instead of yourself.
Yeah.
Right? Welcome to Watchers on the Couch, Castle Rock. As I say these words, I'm tapping on the table. I don't know why I'm doing that.
I remember who you have to say hello to this time.
Now that you've reminded me, hello, Dirty Birdies. That's correct. You nodded your head as if that was what you were going to say. I'm just going to assume that's what you meant.
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. I'm here. My name's Chris Nays. I'm one half of your hosts for the day and probably continuing on after this. The other half is sitting across the table from me behind Venom.
Nah, always.
Her name is
Debby Hodges.
That's correct. Debbie, we're going to cover episode 9, Caveat Emptor.
Yeah. What does that mean?
I didn't look it up either.
I didn't either. Oh, shit.
So while you look that up, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of house cleaning, right, before we start the show. I have 2 things to plug. Hold on that definition for a second.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, my band is playing a show Saturday, September 20 or September. What the fuck? Saturday, December 28th. That's only in a couple of weeks.
Okay, so
Couple few.
can I just say you did not plan this well with Tim.
No, I didn't.
And or with me for my birthday. Because
so I'm terrible about birthdays anyway. Like even with my most cherished
I have
loved
no
ones.
idea what the hell I'm gonna do because
Yeah.
that Friday and Saturday is when I
Friday's your birthday?
No, Sunday's my birthday.
See, didn't even know.
Yeah, the 29th. But I have Dexter, so and it's a Sunday. You can't really do anything fun.
So Friday and Saturday are your days for fun.
are my birthday days. But now I have like 3 things going on the same day.
Well, check this out. The event page for Tim's thing says it starts at 3 p.m.
Okay. Oh, it does? Okay.
Yes. So I think what I also plan on doing is go make an appearance, hang out for an hour or 2.
Right.
Then scoot on over to Foo Bar.
Okay.
I won't guilt you if you don't do this.
No, I want to.
You want to? Okay,
yeah,
great.
but that was my thing. I'm like, why does all the plans have to fall on the same day? But I didn't realize his was starting at 3.
Yeah. So gotta say, first off, Tim did book his thing before I booked mine.
Yeah.
Also, I'm at kind of the mercy of what shows are available in town. You know what I mean? Like, I've been trying to book a show with Tape History for like a month now, and finally a day comes up that's going to work, and it happens to be the same day as Tim's party. Right. That's just the way it goes, right?
That's the way it goes for me, at least. Anytime I get like one plan, I just get like 4 others on the same day.
I am planning, that's a vacation day for me because, of course, my work wants us to come in that weekend.
Oh, I'm in the midst of like 12 days off.
Yeah.
At that point.
That's awesome. So, as I said, won't guilt trip anybody for not coming, but want to make sure everybody knows.
Go.
Tape History, my instrumental band, will be playing Saturday, December 28th at Foo Bar. Next plug is the Irie Reunion Show. Still no event page posted, but you can be sure February 1st at Foo Bar. It's a Saturday. Irie will be reuniting for...
That's so exciting.
Let's just roundabout say about 45 minutes on stage. Then we'll go our separate ways forever. Maybe not forever.
Well, you guys are still friends.
Yeah, sure. No, we are. We're not a band again, really, but we're playing this one show because Justin wanted us to play a show for his birthday. So,
is it his 35th birthday?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
we are all
turning 35,
right on the fucking verge of 40. Honestly, when you hit 35, you're just a stone's throw away from 40. So
I know.
Let's not think about that anymore, shall we?
That's all I can think about. I'm like, my birthday's in a couple weeks. I'm turning 35.
Yeah. I still have a couple of weeks until I'm 35. I'm younger than you. I'm younger than you. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, anyway, that's all I have for plugs. Tape history, Saturday, December 28th, Irie reunion, Saturday, February 1st, both of them at Foo Bar. Hope to see you lovely people out there in listener land.
So exciting.
There, and, if you don't live in town, maybe take a plane. Maybe take a train. Don't take a bus. That's a bad idea. If my past experience in bus travel.
Oh my God! Remember when we went to Chicago and our bus broke down?
Oh yeah, bus
and then
broke down.
We were stuck in Effingham.
Yes, because we missed our connecting bus, which is a thing apparently.
Right. So we were stuck at the Effingham town, which was a gas station / McDonald's.
Yeah, we just sat there and played cards or something.
Yeah, we bought cards at the gas station. But that was a great show. That was Pennywise and Guttermouth. So.
Oh my God, I forgot who opened that show. Yeah, that was a great show.
I remember that was when got the water bottle, and that bitch tried to take it from me, and then we all were beating up on her.
What a bitch!
Yeah, he was giving that water to me, not her.
Opposite side of that, I lost my shoe in the pit, and somebody gave it back to me.
That's right. I remember that. I remember that. I had the biggest bruise because of
my shoe.
No, because they had the barricade, and it was like the.
Oh yeah, you're being smashed up against it.
Yeah, because I was right up front because I was like, I am not moving.
Yeah, I mean, that is what happens when you're on the rail.
Yeah, so I had that bruise, and then I kept getting hit in the face by all the crowd surfers because that's where they were coming down right in front of me.
There's a lot of neck damage that happens from the.
Maybe that's why my neck hurts.
People coming over the top of your head.
Maybe that's it.
Oh yeah, that's definitely what it is. Okay, so I have a very quick. I guess that goes along with the.
We can't forget what this is, though.
Oh yeah, let's do that when we get to the episode.
I know. I'm just saying, I can't forget.
Let's do a quick lightning round of news, and I gotta pull up the MP3 on my phone. It's loading. Volume is.
What is the lightning noise?
Well, that sounds more, like crashing.
Crashing.
Crumbling. Oh.
We should get paid for sound effects. Seriously.
I mean,
why are we not in Hollywood doing this?
Look, I'm not going to say it's the greatest intro of any segment ever, but it is on this podcast for sure. Because it's the only intro of any segment we've ever had.
I'm being serious. I think we're great.
I can't disagree with that.
No.
The fact that we're great.
Right.
I mean, if one iTunes review has told us anything, it's that we're great.
Yeah.
It said the opposite, actually. Have you seen that Stephen King is having his own pop heads come out?
No.
Like of Stephen King himself. Not of characters. Of course, you own some of the Pennywise ones.
So like Funko Pops?
Funko Pop heads. I thought that's what they were called, but maybe they're just Pops. Funko Pops.
Yeah, Funko Pops.
Let's call them that. Because that's what they're called. Stephen King has his own Pops coming out. I can show you the photos.
There's more than one?
There are 3. So I don't know if they're out already. If they are, perfect time for some holiday pickups, right?
Yeah. Happy birthday to me.
Yeah, so I'm showing Debby these. I'll repost these on the social media. Which, by the way, I just remembered this morning to post your viewing
my car.
preference. Yeah. So here's the one that looks like his cameo in the It movie.
Oh my goodness.
The second It movie, I should say. Let's see here. And then here's the other two. The top one is kind of the classic looking Stephen King with no beard. And the bottom one has Stephen with a bloody hatchet and blood covering the top half of his pop head.
Oh my God, look how young he is.
Yeah, so non-bearded look, but I would say probably early 80s-ish.
Yeah.
If he was non-bearded at that point
I'm trying
ever.
to think what the top look, it's like from a movie. It's when he...
Maybe it's when he's the...
It's like Pet Cemetery.
He is the a reverend in Pet Cemetery
Yeah.
where he's like at the
funeral.
burial, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it looks like.
I don't know if he's that's maybe like what the head looks like, because I think he's not wearing like a teacher's outfit. You know?
Yeah, he's wearing robes in the movie.
Yeah, he's wearing sort of like a fancy-ish outfit.
Yeah. That's super cute. And the one with blood is a Barnes & Noble exclusive.
Ooh. So scoot on over to Barnes & Noble and maybe you can find those.
So you say you don't know if they're out yet?
No, I very quickly looked up Stephen King news through the fan site Little Jizz Library, and
It totally sounds like you said Little Jizz Library.
Little Jizz Library, the place where you go to find out about jizz and Stephen King. Fans of both should go there. No, I think Lilja is a name, and it doesn't translate well. Like, it just sounds weird, right?
Uh-huh.
Like you said, it sounds like jizz.
Little Jizz.
Little jizz. I want to use that as the title of this episode, this podcast, but I can't do that. I think it's wrong. See, you listen to the episode to get gems like that, right?
Right.
We can't just give that kind of greatness away.
I mean, it's not a kid's show, so why would kids be listening to the podcast?
True, but I also don't want people looking up jizz in their podcast search engine and like
Finding
we're
us.
one of 3 that come up, and you know, we're joking about jizz, they're serious about jizz, then they write us another terrible review on iTunes about how we're not actually talking about jizz.
I mean, I'm very serious about jizz.
Yeah. Look, I don't know if I want to talk
We
about
could change
this
this
topic
whole
any
thing
further.
into a jizz podcast.
We're not doing that.
Okay, fine.
You'll have to find another podcast partner to talk exclusively about jizz. What the hell has this podcast become?
I don't know. It's
I bet
8 o'clock in the morning.
everybody is asking us that right now. Do not write us any questions about jizz, please. See, what I was hoping by talking at the end of the episode last week about how nobody talks to us.
You thought you would like entice
I thought
them?
it would entice people to talk to us. Not so much.
Maybe we use reverse psychology. Please don't talk to us.
Yeah, you know what? We don't want to hear
I
from
don't
you
care.
anymore.
No.
We're over it.
Yeah.
So
over it.
don't bother. Also don't send us pictures of your cats. We don't ever want to see those.
No cat pictures.
Yeah. We're not interested.
No.
In the slightest.
Hi, cat.
Hi, cat. He got immediately into your
I
lap
know.
when we're talking about him. Wonderful. Okay, so let's talk about this episode. And you looked up the definition to caveat emptor.
Yes, I did.
And what is it?
It is a noun, and it means the principle that the buyer alone is responsible for checking the quality and suitability of goods before a purchase is made.
In the context of this episode, what do you think?
Okay, so in Latin terms, it means let the buyer beware. Similar to sold as is. So
I do remember him seeing Pop seeing that on his desk. Right?
yeah, it was a little sign in his store. So maybe it's just a little funny thing to have in a store.
Like a resale store.
Yeah, buyer beware.
Right. Because everything in here is shit.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
Which kind of goes back to what Ace Augustine was kind of saying about Pop, you know. He's just got a store full of shit.
Yeah, and then the main setting or place for this entire episode is in that store.
Right.
So it just kind of fits as the title, right?
Yeah.
If he's got that label or he's got that that Latin term sitting in his view on his desk or for any potential customer, potential buyers to see. Well, let's get into this episode as I pet this kitty cat.
Uh-huh.
He's loving it so much.
He loves the pets.
Okay. Well, both of us took pretty extensive notes for this, so do you want to lead or do you want me to?
I don't care. You can lead.
All right. So, we open up with Pop running, right?
Yeah, it goes back to that other episode where we saw all the townspeople and he ran away.
Two episodes ago.
Yeah, so now we're seeing the continuation of that.
He goes back to his storefront, correct? And he is looking at letters, and they are addressed to Pangborn from the former warden, Dale Lacey.
Right.
Right? And there are the kids' drawings on them. So this goes back to last season's storyline.
Which I didn't think we were going to be coming around to that at all.
Oh, no.
So,
I wasn't sure
I mean,
where we were going with that stuff, but I actually expected to see the kid this episode.
Yeah.
And instead we just got more digging into connections between seasons, right?
Right. Which, again, I didn't think was going to... I didn't think there was any connection. I thought the connection was just the town. So I'm excited to see how they make this all fit. Hi, kitty.
So this whole opening segment is very quick.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to run through these and we'll talk about them as you want to. Dale Lacey's mom is in a nursing home of sorts. And
no, his wife.
Oh, that's his wife.
Yeah.
I probably messed that up before.
You like to call that his mom last season, too.
Yeah, I think that's what that was.
And it's his wife.
No. I have been corrected once again. Okay, so she is murdered by a shadowy individual. I didn't go back and watch this scene again in particular. Did you see who it was? I know they showed his face in shadows, but I didn't get a close look.
I don't think I recognized him, so I wasn't really sure what was happening with that.
Well, it turns out that is present day in our current story, right?
Yes.
So, I don't know if we'll go back and see who that was, or if they'll end up showing up again, or if both of us will go back and look or maybe somebody out there will tell us who it was. But I didn't recognize it.
I mean, I just assumed it after we learned more that it was just one of his minions.
Yeah. It's probably not important anyway because of all the rest of the stuff doesn't really pertain, Pop, we go back to him very quickly. As I said, this goes kind of back and forth from different storylines. Pop races through the town in his truck.
Which is deserted.
Right.
Cars just abandoned.
Right.
Sirens.
Ace then brings Dale Lacey's wife back.
Well, but first he's looking at a wanted poster, and it's the fugitive at large, and it's for the kid.
Oh, that's right.
Because the kid's missing.
To write that down.
Yeah, so he's looking at the wanted poster because I paused on it to see if there was any.
Yeah. So he's trying to
critical information.
He's trying to find out any information about he can, even from a wanted poster, right?
Right.
So Ace brings the wife back from the dead. Pop arrives at Nadia and Chris's sort of aftermath of their recent, battle with those goons, right?
Right.
Ace is looking for the kid, and he's sort of interrogating the warden's wife, or the not warden's wife,
because they keep the memories. So he wants whoever this person that's inhabiting the body to sift through the memories to figure out who the kid is.
And Ace actually says that he is an angel, I think, or maybe the wife says that.
Yeah, he says, "Where is the angel now?"
All right. So they're still viewing him as like their savior or prophet or whatever.
Right.
Right. Pop has the Lacey later letters detailing the kid. That's what the wife tells him.
Yeah, because she says the collector.
Right, he's the guy in town who has all kinds of shit.
Right.
and it turns out he has those too.
Right.
Nadia and Pop are leaving the hospital, and our old friend Chance rolls up on her motorcycle like a total badass.
Yeah, she does.
Warns them that the killers, aka our body snatchers, are on their way. They're like right around the corner.
Yeah, they're killing anybody who's not a hypnotized person.
Right. So I really like this because immediately our action is totally ramped up on this episode, and like things are happening.
Right.
Even kind of the way this is happening, where we're going back and forth very quickly from storyline to storyline. It's like, okay, things are gonna be moving a little bit in this episode.
Oh yeah, they for sure were.
Then we get a truck chase with a shootout while the chase is happening, so that's cool.
So my question, and I had this question even more and more and more throughout the episode, how is everyone so skilled at guns?
Yeah, so
because I noticed it starting at this point, and I was like, all right, maybe Nadia's really good at guns because of how she grew up with Pop. Like maybe he, wanted, and then her brother, they're all kind of like criminals in a way.
Definitely, and especially in this episode, you have to, kind of put your disbapplief with things at bay. Yeah, suspend disbelief for sure. Because I actually wrote almost that exact same thing. Apparently, everyone's a crack shot on this show.
Exactly.
Like, it goes all the way to the end of this episode.
To the very end. And that's what I'm saying. It starts at this point.
Yeah.
With the car chase.
Yeah.
And everybody starts getting guns.
It's kind of convenient that everyone can now just kill people with one shot, isn't
exactly.
it?
Like, I could...
There's so much more than just the shooting, though. So I'm going to... We'll come back to that idea because you are not wrong.
Yeah.
You're 100% correct. It's more than a little convenient that everyone is just awesome at shooting guns now.
Right.
No one has shown any, besides Abdi carrying around a gun all the time.
Right. Abdi I can understand, and Pop I can understand.
Which, speaking of the devil, Abdi, and by the devil I don't mean the kid, Abdi comes swinging in on his rope swing. Like I predicted, one of the people is going to just come right in and save all the rest of our main characters at the perfect moment, right?
Yep.
And that's what Abdi does here. He comes, bam!
Smashing.
With it's like a dump truck or something?
Yeah, a construction truck from his work site.
Yeah.
He just smashes into the truck that had been shooting at him, and then they're all dead.
Right. Again, a little convenient, but I expected somebody to come in at, like I said, in our rope swing moment. That I'm more accepting of than sort of the rest of some other things that happen. So
okay, so it does seem convenient, but I think because we haven't really seen like where they've been, so it's kind of like we went back in time and then came back to present day. Yeah. With how they're all coming together. Yeah. So it kind of seems convenient, but it's not all happening at the same time.
Was it 2 episodes ago that Abdi, or I think it was episode 8 that we didn't see Abdi at all?
Yeah, I think so.
So we've spent a little bit of time away from him.
Yeah.
It makes sense that he would swing back in.
Right.
Or in this case, like just bulldoze in.
Barreling in.
Yeah. Then we go into Pop's shop. And Pop shutters up all of the windows for safety.
Yeah, he's got some metal barriers.
I'm not sure what that's about. I know, like in high crime areas, they'll have like bars over all the windows all the time.
Right.
But we haven't really seen that he's this paranoid that he would have. Like shutters that you can't see until there's an emergency, and then that's an issue that I have with him in this episode. Is like we see this whole new sort of crazy paranoid side of him.
Well, I think he's always been there. It's just now he's got to use it.
Yeah.
And he did say later on in the episode when they start throwing bombs everywhere that he's always had a feeling that something was going to happen.
Yeah.
So he just seems like an always be prepared kind of guy. I keep Band-Aids in my purse at all times because you never know. He's just, got...
But do you keep bombs?
If I had them, I'd want to be prepared.
It's I mean, yeah. I
gotta protect your domicile.
If he had a ton of really valuable stuff, I would be more inclined to think that he would want, like...
Well, who's to say it's not valuable to him?
Okay, that's true. But, I don't know. I guess pawn shops more than other places, like, resale places, like... He would be probably selling guns out of that place.
Yeah.
He would probably be selling, like, knives out of that place. So
I don't think
criminals want to break in and steal that shit.
I don't think he's protecting his merchandise. I think because he knows everything about everybody.
Yeah.
Like, his office is what is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Because think of all the shit he probably has on everyone. And
well, also
all the things he knows.
Yeah, there's everything that he's learned from these Pangborn letters.
Yeah.
Or these Lacey letters about how there's an evil in the town and it never really left.
Yeah.
So he's got to prepare for when that evil decides to like come back out of the ground, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to Pop's exposition time. The Pangborn letters from Lacey say that the settlers' remains went nowhere, meaning they're still there, and they're gonna be coming back in some way. Right.
And we learned that he got these letters because he bought Pangborn's trailer after he was butchered by his wife, he says.
Yeah.
Which was a nice little way of saying what happened last season.
Right. You know, Pop has a bunch of bombs ready to go, like we just mentioned. It's kind of, I mean, okay. Like, I guess it makes sense that needs to be a doomsday prepper or whatever.
Yeah. Well, he also was in the war, so, you know, maybe he's got some PTSD things that he
at least knows how to make that stuff.
Right.
But I don't know. It's hard. It's a tough pill for me to swallow because they didn't really establish
why
much of that before this. I don't know. I mean, kind of that he was like sort of paranoid a little bit, but I didn't expect it to be this level. I more put that on like Abdi, where he's carrying around a gun, he's pulling it on people all the time. You know. But maybe I gave Pop too much credit or something. I don't know.
I think he's always been riding the crazy train.
Well, honestly, like I feel like he's like the sort of the sane one in this situation. Just because like he was ready for this, and also when it comes down to sort of the showdown with Ace, he's the one who's able to formulate the plan the quickest and that kind of thing.
Well, yeah. When I say he's riding the crazy train, I just mean that he's willing to go above and beyond.
Right. So,
where the normal person would maybe stop and pull back.
So he tells the rest of the gang to wire up some bombs, right?
Yep.
Chance messes up a wire, and I highlighted that because I figured something's going to happen with these bombs. They're probably not going to work later or something. Because he said daisy chained them together. So if you daisy chain all of them except one, or the one that's closest to the one that's going to set off the rest of them or whatever, then they all just don't work.
Right.
So,
and we also get like flashbacks of Nadia because she's like crying over Chris.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And that's where you officially get your confirmation that they had sex.
Yeah, totally. And it's too little too late though for me to establish Chris as a character we care about.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because he died and they didn't really like give him much of a character before he just ends up dying.
Yeah. And we saw more of his death today
yeah.
on this episode.
Right. So we have a basement intruder at this part. There's a sort of a shadowy figure at the end of the hall. The music's really creepy. I actually really like this sort of tense.
They had good music this episode.
Oh,
it started with Johnny Cash, and just like all the music really fit.
The cues where, they're sort of like creeping around the basement and they're trying to figure out who the fuck is in the basement.
I wrote down Annie.
Yeah.
And then I immediately wrote, I was right.
Yeah. So Annie and a couple of others are just huddled there in the basement.
Yeah, the two people that work at the hospital.
Right. Now, last we correct me if I'm wrong. The last we saw of Annie, she was getting pulled away by a police officer, right?
Yes, but she explains herself because she said she murdered a lot of people.
Okay, but we didn't see that happen.
Nope.
We just see that she's covered in blood.
Right.
So I feel like they were pressed for time, and they're like, fuck, we got to cut out some stuff if we're going to make everything fit.
Yeah.
And so they left out the,
You just wanted to see the exciting her murder people.
I just know that, like, this show, this whole season has been so good about connecting the dots, right? We've pretty much seen everything moving from spot to spot in every storyline. There's hardly any missing pieces.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there's just...
Well, because they wanted the surprise of her being in the basement.
Yeah.
So that's why they didn't show us anything.
Sure, but it's a small gripe, I know. But I'm just saying, like, I would have...
Well, I wanted to see her do it.
She just kind of comes out of nowhere. That's all I'm saying, right?
Right. Well, but you got to think, like, we started in the past with the timeline like a couple days ago, and like everything's been leading up to this. So, I mean, we really have no idea how much time has passed between her being dragged away,
right, and
then her being in the basement either.
Also, I think maybe we can explain why they didn't show this specific group of people getting together is because one of them ends up being one of the fucking body snatcher people. So she might pick up on that he's a weirdo. You know what I mean? If we, I don't know. So it's probably just easier to just place them in the basement, and then we could just move forward and not have to deal with the whole in-between thing of them escaping. And okay, so...
Because, I'm sure they were pressed for time, and it's just easier to say, here they are.
Right. So, we stay kind of in this situation with all of them in the basement, right?
Yeah.
Nobody really believes Annie.
She has the best quote. Did you write this down?
Oh, yeah. I killed some people. And then they ask her something else. She's like, I killed some more people.
Yeah, she's like, I killed some people and then killed some more people.
Yeah.
So that's how I got away. It was fine.
So, it's to the point, but it does make sense, if she has to get away, that's how she gets out of situations most of the time, is she kills whoever is in the situation with her.
Yeah.
Even the innocent one, right? The teacher lady.
You're right.
Whoops. Okay, so I guess Pop is the one who's like, bust out the army manual. We got to do some interrogating.
Yeah. Because he believes none of them.
Right. So Annie, like we said, is covered in blood. She confesses to killing Ace and then talks about the tunnels underneath the construction site up to the Marston house.
She's telling Pop all this.
Right. And then Annie kind of, while she's sussing all this stuff out, she's realizing everything that she experienced throughout this whole thing is real.
Yeah, she thought she was crazier than she was.
And everybody's telling her she's crazy too, right?
You kill somebody and they come back to life and they're like, you didn't kill me.
She told Joy, and Joy's like, Mom, you're crazy.
Right.
So...
Well, when the person you killed comes back to life, that kind of destroys what you thought you did.
Right. So they're not only interrogating Annie, but the rest of the three
Jamal
people.
And I wrote down who the other lady was. Evelyn. Jamal and Evelyn were
So Jamal knows Ace. You get the feeling that they know each other right away. Ace points out that his earring hole...
You mean Pop?
Oh, yeah. Pop points out that Jamal's earring hole is healed up. So immediately we know, well, he's a body snatcher, because that's what happens to everybody that comes back. Their blindness is cured.
Yeah, they're
whatever
perfect.
Gunshots or stab wounds they have are fine, right?
Yeah.
So he attacks Pop, and Nadia stops him with... a pretty convenient gunshot.
Right.
Just out of nowhere.
But she doesn't kill him.
Right.
They just want to question him.
Right. They shoot him in like the shoulder or something like that.
Which, good shot for her to not kill him.
Right.
Because she's a doctor. She knows.
She knows. I mean, come on. Of course she knows.
Of course.
I will say they do establish that she knows her way around weapons earlier when those goons attacked her. At the shop.
So they did help with that for sure.
Episode 3 or something like that.
Yeah, and we saw Annie touch a gun
right.
in a previous episode, so obviously she knows how to use
one.
Oh
yeah, of course.
Because she was struggling for it with Rita.
Yeah. The only one they kind of poke a hole in being able to use the gun is Chance. She isn't able to get hers ready to go in time or something like that, or she gets attacked from behind, or
but she still does a really good job.
She's a kid, at least.
Yeah.
So anyway, they plan to use the drug Haldol to interrogate further with the get the real Jamal to come back so they can figure out how to get rid of these fuckers.
Yeah.
Pop is on to the body snatchers plan. Then we get some bugs in the room, so we know, okay, well, our evil company is pretty close, right?
Yeah, the bad people are coming.
The building is surrounded, so that's fun. Yeah, so every time there's a commercial, I have a line in my notes, and I'm already up to like 4 of them.
Oh, man, that sucks.
I texted you yesterday that the commercials were really bothering me again.
Yeah.
It's just fucking so irritating.
I'm telling you, $3 more.
Lindsay's the one who's paying for the Hulu.
Give her $3.
I will give her $3. Every month I'll give her $3.
There you go.
Okay, so not Ace wants the Lacey letters.
He's calling him on the radio.
Right.
Trying to make a deal.
Nadia needs more time. So that's kind of what Pop is doing by talking to him. He's like,
well, because they figured out how they're going to get away. There's a train that goes past behind the shop or whatever that it takes 30 minutes for it to completely pass.
Yeah, so until next episode.
Yeah, so if they can get over the tracks before the train comes, then the other people can't get to them for at least 30 minutes. It'll cover them.
Yeah.
So they're stalling for time for this
I wrote that down, but then I wrote then. Because it's like, okay, well, 30 minutes.
Then what?
They're going to be on foot.
Yeah.
How far can you really get in 30 minutes? I don't know. I mean.
Well, yeah, especially if everybody else turned around and got their vehicles.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of the stuff, we are doing a lot of hole poking this episode. Just because there's more holes to poke than there has been previously.
I guess all they need is time to hide.
Yeah. Either that or formulate some kind of plan to make another attack.
Right, make their next step.
Although there's like 4 people, so I don't know what the fuck they're going to do.
4 people against 1,000.
I don't know. We'll see what happens, but anyway. We see more generator problems. I highlighted that because I figured something might happen with that. I'm not sure if it came back or not, honestly. I don't remember the generator thing coming back up.
Well, they still had lights because even at the very end, the light was flickering.
Right.
So,
let's see. Annie is talking with Jamal while he's tied down to that bed. Very reminiscent of Misery.
Yeah.
She sort of has a little monologue about how she's very reasonable and that kind of thing.
She just wants information about where her daughter is.
Right. And then we get a very cringe-inducing moment of double stabs with needles directly into his eyes. R.I.P. Jamal.
Yeah, that couldn't have felt good.
Pretty much killed him immediately.
Yeah. Which I love how they did the scene after that because it goes completely silent.
Oh, yeah. I wrote that down, too. It's a cool, like, eerie sort of feeling.
You just see them shouting, but you can't hear anything, and Annie gets dragged away. And
it's kind of like when somebody gets a gunshot right next to their ear or something like that, and, like, you just hear... It wasn't a buzzing like you would hear, or like a beeping
or ringing or something.
Yeah, it's more of just, like, I don't know, ethereal sounds or whatever.
Yeah.
Just like a wash of that sort of thing going over, and like you said, you like can barely hear people while they're yelling. It's like you're at the end of a hallway or something like that.
It was a good scene.
I liked it a lot. So they have a lot of dismay over this course of action. Of course, they're like, "We were gonna use him.
Yeah.
What are you doing, you crazy psycho?"
But this is the point where we see the sign. The caveat emptor.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's
at this point, we now have what did I say it meant? Buyer beware.
Right.
So at this point in the show, does it mean any more of buyer beware? Or is just the whole show a buyer beware?
I don't know. Maybe like Pop got himself further into this than he thought he. Maybe them coming back was worse than he ever thought, or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know, because then he tells Ace that he doesn't do deals with walking fucking corpses.
Yeah.
So I'm not really. I want to know what the hidden meeting is to show the sign right there in that point.
Well, and he also adopted all of these people, like both on the good and the bad side. Nadia and Abdi, and then Ace and Chris on the other side.
Which really, Nadia and Chris were the good ones, and Ace and Abdi were the bad ones.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it's a very interesting thing because maybe he got more than he bargained for by bringing all of those people into his life too.
Maybe.
I don't know. Anyway. Where was I? Oh, okay, so Pop's conditions is kind of worsening more quickly.
Yeah, he's coughing up a lot of blood.
You sort of see it a little bit early on, and then as we get further on with action happening, he's coughing up a lot of blood, like you said. Not Ace is manipulating Pop and telling him he's a piece of shit, pretty much.
Right.
Over the walkie, pretty much the entire episode. There's some great makeup on Pop as we get further on, as you could tell just by the makeup on his face that he is in a bad way, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of he looks like he's on death's door,
right?
So.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. He got the shit kicked out of him a couple episodes ago. He's dying of cancer.
But just like his pallor,
yeah.
He's got like huge bags under his eyes and he's sweaty and.
But I did see, which I'd never noticed, he has really deep dimples.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
I just really love him as an actor.
I do too.
He's great.
I do too.
I'm glad that they brought him on the season.
But yeah, this is where he tells Ace that he burned the letters.
Right. Which isn't exactly true because... Yeah, exactly, because he does that later.
Right, and Ace says, well, then I'll just kill you and get the information from you.
Yeah, so that's why I put this in my notes. Like, why doesn't he just attack him now then?
Well, because
he tells him...
He said that there were bombs everywhere.
Sure, but...
And the bombs will kill him, too.
If he's going to explode the bombs, then... There's going to be people that survive the bombing, so you might as well just attack him now. If the letters aren't even in question anymore, then he must assume, then I'm just going to come attack you, because why are we waiting outside, I know there's bombs, but...
Yeah.
They have that conversation later, too. It's like,
right,
your bombs are not going to be able enough to stop me anyway,
Well, and he knows that he's not going to blow it up with Nadia and Abdi inside either.
So... Abdi and Pop have tense stepdad talk, and then they have another tense Pop has another tense conversation with Nadia.
Well, yeah, because Pop asked Abdi, he's like, "Did I really fuck you up?" And Abdi's like, "Yeah, you did."
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, "I can't talk to you about this anymore. I'm leaving."
Yeah, and then Nadia's like, "No, yeah, you did."
Yeah. Confirmed.
Right. She's like, I will never think of you again after this.
Yeah.
Which, that's nice.
So, yeah, just a real heartwarming moment for this family.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. They're really coming together.
Pop then goes through with burning the letters. So, things are pretty much cranking up right here. Honestly, like, this whole chunk, starting from when they picked up with them having the conversation over the walkie, it was like a full, almost half of the episode where we're just having conversation back and forth and stuff. Yes, there was the stabbing in the face, right?
Yeah. Double stabbing.
Right. But it felt kind of slow to me.
Yeah.
I was more critical. I found myself being more critical of this episode than any of the others. I guess just because there's so many holes, or maybe holes that I see anyway.
And it's crunch time. We're down to the last 2 episodes.
There's one left, maybe. I didn't look up actually how long the season is, but I think last season was 10.
Yeah, I believe it was 10. I mean, it would make sense just with how everything's going that there's only going to be one more episode left.
It's a nice round number too.
Yeah.
It just feels like it should be. Anyway, pretty big slow chunk here for me, but I liked it anyway. It wasn't enough for me to be like want to shit on this episode or anything.
Yeah, there's only hold on, that's season. Oh yeah, is that right? Yeah, so there. Oh, wait. Well, it only shows 9. It doesn't show the next one, so it doesn't tell me how many episodes.
Yeah.
There's going to be.
There will be one more.
Hopefully, at least. Oh my god, I hope that's not how it ended.
So the shutters get torn off by some trucks.
Well, yeah, but so he straps C4 to himself.
Oh, that's right.
And that's when Ace is like...
He puts on the suicide vest.
Yeah, he's like, he's not going to blow himself up with the people inside, so they need to get in immediately before they have a chance to leave.
So we come back from commercial. If you have them, shutters get torn off. There's a big explosion. I'm guessing they're using the back door to get out of this place. I'm not sure exactly what the gang's plan is inside because...
Well, don't they go back down into the basement?
Yeah, they end up going down in the basement, but at the beginning of the scene, I'm like, well, is there a quick way to get out of this place? Right? I don't think there is.
No.
So we kind of get this hide and seek sequence, with the body snatchers intruding and our gang kind of
just
hiding
shooting them up.
Yeah. Well, first they're hiding among just all kinds of random shit, right?
like plastic hanging.
Yeah, there's like plastic hanging in the basement. It looks like it's under construction still for some reason.
Yeah.
And it actually makes a cool setting. I actually dug that this whole episode was pretty centralized in this one place.
Yeah.
Because that store and then, the upstairs and downstairs of this store kind of make a nice place for action sequences to happen.
For sure.
Because they never know who's around the next corner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's all these hallways.
Yeah. And you never know quite, like you're always, while you're watching it, you're always thinking like, well, wherever the camera isn't, that's where the bad guys are.
Exactly.
So Pop stays behind to fight and buy the rest of the gang time. Kind of figured he'd be the one to sacrifice himself of this group of people, right?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and at some point Evelyn dies. So
yeah, and that's another is like, well, there's another death that kind of was.
Well, they had to add people in so they could kill them off.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, along with the Chris death, it's kind of like unearned. It's just kind of a side character dying again.
Yeah. Well, it was just so they could have a death. You can't kill off the main characters yet, so you got to bring in all the side characters.
They could have just brought Annie and then one, body snatcher person, but because someone needs to die.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so this is where I wrote, well, everyone's a crack shot. Nobody is having any issues killing any person that they come upon.
You're right.
Besides the one time where somebody snuck up behind Chance during this thing, that's the only thing that happens, right?
Yeah, and then Annie saves her.
Abdi yells to keep going when we're supposed to be sneaking around and being quiet. He's like, keep going. It's like, well, dude, they know where you are now. So, like, let's settle down a little bit.
Why don't you just yell out Marco? See who says Polo.
Oh, man. Like I said, my notes are gripier. this one, because things are happening that don't make sense sometimes, right? So I just have to point them out.
Well, and then when they do get away and Pop's left in there, that's when they care about Pop again.
You're right.
I'm like, oh, now you care about the guy.
Yeah, so Pop confronts Not Ace. Pop has a suicide bomber vest on. He seems to very easily distract Ace.
Yeah.
Like, this plan is going exactly how it's supposed to, right?
Yeah, it's going great.
And then we get the train coming. We hear it. We hear it in the background. No, this was funny because by my apartments there are train tracks. So I know it was coming up in the show, but I had to double check that it wasn't the train that
were in real life.
Yeah, because it's pretty much like clockwork. I get while I'm hanging out after my work day, get 3 or 4 trains a day.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it should be like clockwork. I think they run on schedules.
They do run on schedules.
Yeah.
I have never timed them though, so I can't be 100% certain. But more often than not, while I'm hanging out for a few hours after work, at least 2 will come by.
Yeah.
That sound the train horn. I don't know what they call that. Siren? Horn?
No, you blow the horn.
Blow the horn, that's it.
Choo choo.
Choo choo.
But you gotta do the hand signal.
I'm writing down choo choo as her title.
Choo choo.
As the second to jizz.
Jizz.
Jizz. All right. So Pop's bomb doesn't work.
Nope. He pushes the button.
And then he just starts cracking up.
I know. Why is he laughing? Because he knows he's going to be a body snatcher?
I think...
I thought he was laughing and then he was immediately going to like shoot himself or something.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to kill himself, and all he does is just lights a pipe and laughs.
I think maybe just like the ridiculousness of the situation.
If it not working.
Yeah, and of the entire day this entire thing has caught up with him finally, and he just like takes a minute to sit back with his pipe and be like, man, this is crazy.
Yeah. Crazy, man.
And like, don't they actually make a joke that he smokes weed too? Earlier in the season?
Yeah.
Like maybe episode 1 or something like that?
Yeah, Nadia says something to him about it.
So even like more fitting that he
Coming full
sits
circle.
back and he's laughing to himself while he's smoking some weed. It's like, man, at least I got one last token. I can laugh about it. Laugh about everything crazy that's happening right now.
So at some point in here, I put, they all rock with guns. So
yeah, right.
I wrote it down too.
Yeah.
The whole time I was thinking it, but that's the first time I wrote it.
I mean, if it's not more clear now at the end of the episode than ever, then,
right?
You know, they very easily escaped from the basement by shooting
killed
every person
everybody.
down. Right. I thought this place was surrounded.
Yeah.
Right? By the entire town.
Well, he only brought like, I think 30 people with him.
Is that right?
It looked like 30 people out there.
Well, it must have been because they killed all 30 of them.
Well, some blew up, you know.
Yeah. So Ace shoots Pop and tells him you'll see what I guess what it's like to be a dead person or whatever. At least that's what I predict is going to happen, is that he'll bring back Pop.
Oh yeah, he's bringing him back for the letters.
And then Nadia is going to be distracted because it's Pop.
And this is what I'm saying. So she tells him she's never going to think of him again, but yet when they get on the other side of the train tracks, she's like, Pop, where are you, Pop?
Yeah.
Pop, Pop. And I'm like, now you care about the guy.
Yeah, you renege on that.
Yeah, the last thing he said to you, or the last thing you said to him was, I will never think about you again.
Right. Yeah, that's the end of the episode. They escape across the train tracks.
Pop is dead.
Pop's dead. Nobody tries to shoot them through the train as it's going through, which I thought was interesting as well. Like, you could see them.
Yeah.
So why not at least try shooting?
Well, that'd just be dumb.
You're
just gonna shoot yourself. The train's gonna pop it back at you.
Yeah, but they're dead people. They can afford to get shot.
No, they can't. Because remember, that's what Pop was telling them. Like, once they die in these bodies, like, they're gone.
Ricochet is going to hurt less, probably. Maybe. No? Okay, so yes, we did gripe a little bit more this episode, but what do you think overall?
I liked it.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see where it's going.
I liked it. I didn't love it. Because mostly of all of the little things that added up to a lot of things.
I just wish they would have showed us them all learning how to use a gun.
Do you think Pop's death was okay in your book? Like,
yeah, I figured he was going to die at some point.
Yeah. He was one that I saw going all the way to the last episode and then dying. But
I had a feeling
we're pretty close to it.
He was going to be body snatched, and then Nadia was going to have to deal with,
I think it's a pretty safe bet that that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. But so my question is, so they know that the medicine kind of tampers down the body snatcher for a moment, but how are they going to save the entire town? That's what I want to know. Like, how is that going to happen?
Well, I think that that statue of the kid has like a trance sort of effect.
So you think it's just going to release them?
I think something like that will
What about
happen.
the people body snatched? Like, are they just dead?
I can't imagine that any of the body snatcher people will survive.
Because that was a lot of, like,
maybe they'll be let go of their body snatcher, and then the normal person will come back.
But the normal person was, like, brutally murdered.
That's true, but they bring them back, and their bodies are whole again. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
We will see next week. We hope. I mean,
Will we?
Look, last season we got to the last episode, and there was a whole lot of stuff that we're like, huh?
And there was so much stuff that they threw at us in the last episode.
Yeah. I expect that to happen again as well, but I hope they learned a lesson from the a little bit of negative reaction to the finale of last year.
But it makes sense now.
Yeah.
It makes sense why they put him back in the cage and then just left him, because now it leads into this season, which we had no idea would do that.
Yeah, and
I just want to see more of the kid. I hope we figure out, like, how the hell he got out. Was he really this person 400 years ago? How does that work? What is he really? What was that alternate timeline of Henry Deaver that we saw him living?
Yeah. Well, you just listed off about 5 or 6 things. I do not think we're getting the answers to all of those.
I need answers.
The best we can do, Debbie, is hope. That's all we can do. And then once we get through with this, we can maybe decide if we're gonna if you end up seeing Dr. Sleep, we'll cover that. And then we can do the natural thing, which is start watching Mandalorian. I've already.
Oh my god!
But you have to, because Baby Yoda is the cutest fucking thing on Earth.
So listen.
Actually, Baby Yoda's not on Earth, but
I have decided, because originally I wasn't going to watch any of it until it was all out, because I wanted to binge it.
Have you already started?
No.
Damn.
But binging it and waiting to binge it is not going to happen.
No.
I've decided after next week's episode, which is episode 5. As soon as episode 5 is released, I'm starting them.
That's Friday, by the way.
Yeah. Because I figure 5 episodes in, that should be enough binging for me, and then I can watch them up
You
to
would
date.
think so, but once you hit those 5, you're going to be
more.
like, oh my god, I need more Baby Yoda in my veins.
Yeah. Well, every week there's a new GIF or meme involving this cute little baby.
Shoot me up with some Baby Yoda. That's all I'm saying. I love how witty
the internet is. Like the the gif of him like pushing buttons and then like being told not to, and then just dead staring at him while he does it again. All the music that people have added to this is just great.
It's great. But it's every bit as cute as that meme is. Like it's not any more. It doesn't have to be any more complicated than that.
No.
With spoilers, Baby Yoda likes to press buttons on the ship.
Who would? Okay, so
and he sits like in his lap.
Yeah.
Actually, he's sitting over to the side whenever.
And then he pulls
them
in his lap.
He's like, "Come on, dude!
Yeah. Stop touching buttons."
Baby Yoda.
Oh my god.
He's actually technically called the Child.
The Child, yeah. They haven't actually said he is Yoda.
Which, I know we sort of got off on this tangent, but I will say that they have officially put out 2 different toys. One of them is the Funko Pop.
Yeah, I've seen them.
And the other is the official Disney plush.
Yeah.
Both I must own immediately.
Okay.
But I am broke, so I have to wait. That means I'm probably going to be at the end of the fucking list of people that get their Baby Yodas.
No, so listen. So all of that stuff is for pre-sale.
Right.
None of it's coming out until like April of next year.
Oh, man.
So don't think it's something you could have gotten for Christmas.
I did see. No. I knew that wasn't going to happen, but.
Yeah, it's all coming out like in spring.
The plush also says you can only order 1.
Yeah. Here's my problem, though. They're not as cute as I was hoping they would be.
The plush or the pop head?
Either one. I want them both, but they're like, he doesn't seem as childlike in them. Like, I felt like they could have done something better with his eyes to make him seem more Baby Yoda-ish.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the eyes are just like all dark, though. So what do you want digital eyes? What do you want?
No, I don't know.
You want them to move around like googly eyes?
No, I don't know what I want. I don't know. What are you doing behind me?
He's like Baby Yoda in the
my
ship.
God.
He's messing around with stuff.
But I did see a shirt that somebody made. I think it's like being sold on Etsy or something.
Yeah.
And it's a Christmas shirt. And it says, all I want for Christmas is Baby Yoda. And it's the cute little picture of him from one of the scenes. And I'm like, that's all I want for Christmas.
I know, but everyone's going to be disappointed because, like you said, it's not available.
No, it's not coming out until like April or May.
Unless someone crochets you one, which
those my
look
God.
amazing.
I sent Lindsay one, I think. And I was like, I need this.
Yes, everyone has sent her the
Yeah.
exact same thing, and it's very difficult to do something like that. She
needs to figure it out and then
Yeah.
make lots of money.
Yeah, totally. Disney, don't listen to this. We're thinking about doing that. No,
You can sell it on Etsy.
They're incredibly difficult to do just because you're following a pattern that's way more complicated than just making a blanket.
Yeah,
say
for
right?
sure. Well, yeah, because it's 3D. It's got form.
Yeah. So I don't think that's going to be happening. Although ordering the plush and the Funko Pop, those are definitely happening.
Yeah, and I think there's 2 different versions of the Funko. I think there's going to be the Chase one, and then I think I saw 2 different ones.
I'm pretty sure there is.
I don't know if one of them's flocked. I can't remember if I saw that.
I think maybe one of them has like the plushy outfit on it, and the other one is like a stationary version of. Yeah, I don't know. We'll check it out. We went way off on this Mandalorian tangent, but everybody should know by now they should be watching The Mandalorian.
I mean, I would love to do a Mandalorian recap.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I posed that question to people in our podcasting group. 0 response.
When did you post that?
Yesterday, the day before, or something like that.
Oh, I guess
Anybody want to talk about Mandalorian?
I guess I haven't seen it.
Tim actually did respond and said he hasn't got Disney Plus yet, which is insane. to
Yeah.
me.
Just get it.
He also hasn't watched a single episode of this season yet of Castle Rock. So,
Has Mike? Did he give up?
Mike maybe has given up by now. I'm not sure. Maybe he just likes to hear our voices. In which case,
Hi,
we say
Mike.
thank you, Mike, and hello. Okay, so we spent enough time dilly-dallying around here at the end. Come see my band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you see me, you can wish me a happy birthday.
Exactly. It will have happened one day previous.
No, it's one day later.
Oh, that's right. You'll be just in time to say happy birthday to Debbie.
If I'm there at midnight.
If you needed
it'll
more
be my
reason to come
birthday.
and see me play drums, now you have it.
Mm-hmm.
December 28th at Foo Bar. And and then February 1st, my other band, Irie, will be playing our reunion show. It's going to be a grand old time.
Yeah.
Everybody's excited about it. Debbie's coming to both, potentially.
I better come to Irie.
If you're alive, I expect you.
Yeah.
Because you're a friend.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean people out there listening that if you don't come, you're not my friend.
You're not his friend.
You're a better friend if you do. I'm just going to put that out there. Okay. If you like the show, share it, like it, all that fun social media bullshit. Leave us a review. If you like the show, nobody has done that a single time this season.
No, remember, don't leave us a review.
Oh, yeah. We're not interested.
No, we don't want cat pictures either.
The sign in our window says closed.
Go away.
Or shut.
Shut.
As some cute storefronts like to put up now. Caveat emptor and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.